we recite Mangalacharan here. Now, Bhagavad Gita has total 18 chapters. And the middle 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita is the essence. Essence means something very important. You know, you have a sandwich, then there are 2 breads, 2 slices, and in between is the essence. All the cream stuff is in the middle, right? Everything special. So similarly, Lord Krishna has spoken 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. First 6 chapters and last 6 chapters. They're important. But the essence of all the chapters is middle 6 chapters. And the essence of the essence means among those 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, if one single chapter which is the most important, it is called chapter number 9. 18 chapters and half the way middle, exactly 9th chapter, is the most important chapter. And the title of that chapter is The Most Confidential Knowledge. What is the title? It's called Raja Vidya. So that is the most confidential knowledge. So here you can see that chapter number 9 of Bhagavad Gita is the supreme secret. That is there in the 9th chapter. So Krishna has hidden the secret in the Bhagavad Gita in chapter number 9. Would you like to know the secret of Bhagavad Gita? Or do you already know it? How about you? You know it already? Huh? Is that the thing? That's only one line of whole 9 chapter?
I'm guessing.
So Krishna is going to tell us that. Okay. So we are going to learn today chapter number 9, which is the Raj Vidya Raj Vidyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam. So this is a very important chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So before we do that, we will recite the Mangalacharan. Okay. So the prayers are on the screen. You can repeat along with me. Bhagavad Gita Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Tasmai Shri Chaitanya Manopishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Savadvaitam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gauravattavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki. So we will read chapter number 9 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. As I say, Bhagavad Gita, it is a book which is to be studied very systematically. It is not just like something which you just go like that. No, you have to read it like you are reading in a school. Note down every point. Because this knowledge is about transformation. There is something called information and there is something called as transformation. So what is the difference? So the difference is that information enlightens you, but it may not change your life. But Bhagavad Gita is a knowledge which transforms you, which changes your life 360 degrees upside down. So that is why this is a book of transformation. So we need to study Bhagavad Gita very systematically. So, as I said, the Bhagavad Gita is total 18 chapters. For 6 chapters, Lord Krishna talks about Karma Yoga. The second chapter is Sankhya Yoga, but Sankhya also has some information about Karma Yoga. Then the last 6 chapters, 13 to 18, Lord Krishna talks about Jnana Yoga, knowledge. But the middle 6 chapter is the essence of everything, where he talks about Bhakti Yoga. And among those middle 6 chapters, the most important chapter of the entire Bhagavad Gita, if there is anything, which is the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So we will read 9 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Before we do that, we do Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 3 times together, okay? So you all will sit straight, neck in line in the back. Take a deep breath and we exhale, we'll say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So, Lord Krishna in chapter 9 of Bhagavad Gita tells Arjuna about Raja Vidya. Raja means king, and Vidya means knowledge. So, there are different types of knowledges available. When you go to college and university, you also get knowledge. That knowledge is about academics, job, how to run a profession. What do you think is the most important knowledge in the life? Anybody wants to say? What do you think is the most important knowledge in your life? What do you want to know about, which is most important? What do you think of it? To live happily without harming others is very important. So if you get that knowledge, that is important for you. How about you, Ankit? What is the most important knowledge for you? Knowledge of Krishna? Very nice. How about you, Pradeep? What did you say? How to be happy and peaceful. So there are various types of knowledge. So how to be happy and peaceful. There are very self-development books are also available in the market. Self-help books. But according to Bhagavad Gita, the most important knowledge which is required for all of us is that we have lost our connection with Krishna, Paramatma. So the knowledge which helps to unite Atma with Paramatma is the most important knowledge. A child who has been disconnected from his father or mother, the most important thing for the child is how he can unite with the father or parents. If you give him a food, nice house, nice shelter, child will not be happy. He will be happy only when he is united with the parents. Similarly, for all of us, if you want to live happily, peacefully, without trouble, when we unite with Krishna, then our life is peaceful, happy. So the most important knowledge for all of us is how we can unite with Krishna. हम भगवान के पास कैसे जाए? That is the best knowledge of life. Is that right? So Lord Krishna is explaining to Arjuna about this knowledge. Now, why this chapter 9 is called as the most confidential? Why this chapter 9 is called Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam? Guhyam means secret, confidential. So this knowledge is secret because once you get this knowledge, you will grow in your bhakti. Knowledge gives not only about soul, Atma. You see, in the college and universities, they don't teach you about Atma. Do they teach about Atma? Nobody knows about it. So how can they teach? That is why Bhagavad Gita has this knowledge of Atma in the second chapter. But now, this is going one step further. So this is going one step further means you have the knowledge of Atma, but now the knowledge of connecting Atma with Paramatma. And that process of connecting Atma with Paramatma is called as Bhakti. So in this chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells us about the Bhakti process. And why do we need to do Bhakti? Why do we need Bhakti? Who can help me? Because to connect our Atma with Paramatma. When you connect that, what happens? What happens when you have a Bhakti? Bhakti means devotional service. When you connect with Atma with Paramatma, then you start serving Paramatma. Then what happens?
It transforms our life.
Very nice, very nice. Because Bhakti has power of transformation. और जब आप भक्ति करने लगते हैं तो आपका जीवन बदल जाता है पूरा. You see, if you have a knowledge about one particular road or street, it won't change your life for you. You have a knowledge, right? Information is good for the knowledge. It's good for you. But it does not change your life. Like say, if you read a newspaper, will it change your life forever? You read newspaper every day. It doesn't change. But if you read Bhagavad Gita, it will change your life. If you read Srimad Bhagavatam, it will change your life. And the example of that is the life of a great sage whose name is Narada Muni. You see, Narada Muni, he is a great devotee of Lord, right? Bhagwan ke sabse param bhakt kaun hai? Narada Muni. He is always chanting Krishna mantra. But in his previous life, Narada Muni was very poor. He was the son of a maid servant, Dasi Putra. He was very poor, he was illiterate. But one time what happened is that in Chaturmas means the rainy season, usually same people, they don't travel. Chaturmas mein log puja bhakti zyada karte. So 4 sages, 4 sadhus came to the ashram where Narada Muni was staying. And Narada Muni was illiterate. He didn't go to the school because his mother was very poor. She was just a maid servant. But those sadhus, they stayed in the hut where Narada Muni was staying with his mother in his previous life. And in 4 months, Narada Muni came in association with those sadhus. So those sadhus were every day reading Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam. Everybody knows Bhagavatam. So they every day used to read Bhagavatam. And Narada Muni used to help his mother, and while helping his mother, he used to listen to the Bhagavatam. And somehow the information of Bhagavatam went into his mind. And that information transformed the life of Narada. What happened is that one day, all the four sages they left because Chaturmas was over. And then Narad Muni and his mother, only two people left. While his mother went into the jungle to find some food for Narada, a snake came and bite his mother, and his mother dies. So now Narada is by himself, single, nobody to look after him. But that information of Srimad Bhagavatam which he gained the information that Lord Krishna is always there to help. And he learned the Krishna mantra from the sadhus. So in the jungle, he started meditating upon Krishna. There was nobody there to help. But you see, the knowledge of bhakti transformed the life. And Narada knew now that there is Krishna who is going to help me out. There is nobody to help him. So he was sitting there, and you see here in this picture, he was chanting constantly, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Rama. And now they knew that the name of Krishna is not different than Krishna himself. भगवान और भगवान के नाम में कोई फर्क? अगर आप पे श्रद्धा है तो भगवान का नाम आपके जीवन में मैजिक कर सकता है, लेकिन अगर श्रद्धा नहीं है तो कुछ नहीं होगा. So Narada very faithfully sitting at one place for 6 months, and God Vishnu came face to face to see Narada, and he blessed him. And in next life, the same son of maid servant became a great sage, which is called as Narada Muni. So what is the message of this? That bhakti has power of transformation. अगर आप भगवान की भक्ति ठीक से करेंगे तो आपके जीवन में ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन जो आप कभी सोच भी नहीं सकते, ऐसे आपके जीवन में परिवर्तन आने वाला है. लेकिन उसका ज्ञान भगवान भगवद गीता के 9वें अध्याय में दे रहे हैं अर्जुन को. तो भगवान कहते हैं अर्जुन को, आप मेरे पीछे रिपीट कर सकते हैं. पहला श्लोक है श्री भगवान वाच इदं तु ते गुह्यतमं प्रवक्ष्यामि अनसूयवे ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितं यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे अशुभात्. So Lord Krishna is saying here to Arjuna that, hey Arjuna, idam tu te guhyatamam. Guhyatamam means, guhya means secret, suspense. Guhyatamam means, tamam means most secret. So I'm telling you now the most secret knowledge. After speaking 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, now Lord Krishna is telling to Arjuna, Arjuna, I told you a lot of things, but what I'm going to tell you, listen very carefully. Because this is the most confidential. Guryatamam. Pravakshami anusuyave. Anusuyave means non-envious. And I'm telling you this because you are not envious of me. भक्ति जो है, ज्ञान, जो भगवान के ऊपर जिसको शंका है, ये कृष्ण कैसे भगवान हो सकता है? It's just like you and me. How can Krishna be God? If you are envious of Krishna, then you won't understand Bhagavatam. Unless and until you accept Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead, you will not understand anything about Bhagavatam. You might be a scholar, PhD, does not. So Lord Krishna is saying, I'm telling you because you are not envious of me. Envious people, they write commentary on Bhagavad Gita, but in that commentary, they never mention Krishna as God, supreme personality of God. They say Krishna is ordinary person. So those people are envious of Krishna. You should not worry about them. But here, Krishna is saying, Jnanam Vijnanam Sahitam Yajnatva Mokshashe Shubhat. You see, there is A is silent here. The way it is written is alphabets. Ashubhat. Ashubhat means inauspiciousness. So once you know this confidential knowledge, then what will happen? Yaj gnatva mokshashe ashubhat. All the miseries will disappear from your life and you will get liberation. Mokshashe shubhat. And what is that knowledge about? Bhakti. So now, in the 9th chapter, Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna that I'm going to tell you most confidential knowledge about Bhakti. Knowing this, all the miseries from your life will disappear. And you will be free from repeated cycle of birth and death. So here's the translation of this sloka. Can somebody read this for me?
The Supreme Personality of Godhead says, my dear Arjun, because you are never enemies of me, I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be received of the miseries of material existence.
You shall be relieved of all the miseries of material existence. तो ये भक्ति का बेनिफिट है. What is the benefit of भक्ति होगा? अगर आप भगवान की भक्ति करेंगे तो क्या बेनिफिट है? Yes, Mother says, commonly relieved of all the miseries. That is correct, actually. So you will advance in your spiritual life, and you will get relief from all the miseries of material. You see, they won't disappear, but you will get relief from them. Which means that even though they come to you, they will not trouble you. You will not have a problem in your life. Problems will never disappear. But your sufferings will go away. You understand? Suffering is optional. Problems are compulsory. You understand? We all will have problems in our life, yes or no? But in that problem, whether you're going to suffer or not is your choice. Is it right or wrong? Suppose you get a headache. Headache is one day or other you're going to get it. But you can tolerate it. Or you can go and keep on complaining everybody. That is the choice you have. Right? Hare Krishna. So Lord Krishna is telling to Arjuna that once you know the science of bhakti, your miseries will go away. So further Lord Krishna says, Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam Pavitram Idamuttamam Pratyakshavagam Dharmyam Susukham Kartumavyayam. So this science of Bhakti Yoga is described here as Raja Vidya. Raja means the king, the best of all. So Lord Krishna is saying that this knowledge is the king of all the initiation, and this knowledge is the king of all the secrets. And this is Pavitra. Pavitra means it is very auspicious. There is no contamination. And Uttamam, this is the best of all the knowledge. And Pratyaksha Avagamam Dharmyam. If you follow the science of Bhakti Yoga properly, then you will see Krishna face to face. Pratyaksha Avagamam. You will realize God in this life only. यही जन्म में आपको भगवान दिखाई देंगे. In this life. Pratyaksha Avagamam Dharmyam. You will understand your connection with Krishna. Susukham Kartum Avyayam. Susukham means it will bring a lot of happiness in your life. And Avyayam means it will never be finished. It will always remain. Whatever bhakti you do in this life, आप जो भी भक्ति अभी कर रहे हैं, it will never be destroyed. It will be eternal. Bhakti process is eternal. इस जन्म में आपने 1 लाख रुपए कमाए, $100,000, whatever it is. When you die, what happens? It will stay here, right? But if you chant 100,000 times name Krishna, then it will come with you. अगले जन्म में आएगा. So उसको कहते हैं अव्ययम. तो भगवान क्या कहते हैं? Auntie Prabhu, can you read loudly for us?
This knowledge is the king of education.
हाँ, किंग ऑफ एजुकेशन को संस्कृत में क्या वर्ड है? राज विद्या. क्या कहते हैं? राज विद्या. किंग ऑफ ऑल द एजुकेशन. व्हाई दिस किंग ऑफ ऑल द एजुकेशन? Because this knowledge will connect with supreme personality of Godhead. भगवान के साथ सीधा कनेक्शन. Then
The most secret of all secrets.
that is in Sanskrit called as Raj Guhyam. Raj Guhyam. Guhyam means secret. Why it is very secret? Because not everybody knows about Atma and Paramatma. Is that right? Then
It is the purest knowledge.
what is the purest Sanskrit? Pavitram. And then it is the perfection of Pratyaksha Avagamam Dharmyam. And then
it is everlasting and it is joyfully performed.
Susukham Kartum Avyayam. These are the characteristics of 7 characteristics of Bhakti Yoga. Can you read one very loudly? Each one.
Raja Vidya, king of all knowledge. Raja Guhyam, most complete knowledge. Pavitram, most purifying.
Pratyaksha Avagamam.
Achieve self-realization. The Brahman, perfection of religion, seems to become blissful, avyayam, everlasting.
See, bhakti process is most joyful. Bhakti में क्या करने रहता है? What do we do in bhakti? We sing bhajan kirtan. Take wonderful darshan of Radha Krishna. देखिए आज का दर्शन very special है. What is special about today's darshan? Who can tell me? Okay, see Radha Krishna. बताइए अंकित प्रभु.
राधा जो है वहाँ पे वो व्हाइट कलर का.
अच्छा, ओके, गुड. बताइए, आप बताइए. हाँ, very nice. You see, there is no difference between Radha and Krishna today. Is that right? दोनों से दिख रहे हैं. Is that right? Why Radha and Krishna dress today same? बताइए, कौन बताएगा? श्लोक बताएगा या श्लोक की मदद बताएंगे. Radha and Krishna today is a very special dress of Radha Krishna because today we are celebrating a festival which is called as Gopashtami. What is Gopashtami? On this particular day, Lord Krishna was allowed to graze cows by his father. What is the name of Krishna's father? Nanda Baba. So until 5 years of age, Krishna and Balram were allowed to graze cows. बछड़े को लेके जाना है. लेकिन जब 5 साल हो गए, 6ठा साल में प्रवेश किया, तो कहे ठीक है अभी बड़ी गौओं को भी लेके जाओ. You can take the big cows. So Krishna and Balram were taking away all the big cows for in the jungle for grazing. So I will show you the picture here. I have one picture. Here. See that? Krishna and Balram going to herd the cows for the first time. So this day is called as Gopashtami. This is the 8th day of this moon cycle. So Ashtami. Now at that time, Radharani said, I also want to go with Krishna. But girls were not allowed to go. So then Radharani dressed just like a Gopa. And you see that Radharani dressing like Gopa. So she has a chadi in her hand. दिख रहा है क्या नहीं सबको? वहां पे देखिए, इधर नहीं, स्क्रीन पे नहीं, वहां भगवान को देखिए. कहाँ देख रहे हैं आप लोग? वहां भगवान के साथ. तो देखिए वहां पे राधा रानी, शी हैज अ छड़ी इन हर हैंड. दिख रहा है? और क्या क्या दिख रहा है? व्हाट डू यू सी राधा रानी? वेरी मुकुट. मुकुट जस्ट लाइक कृष्णा. पगड़ी लगाई है राधा रानी. मोरपीछ है. एक्चुअली राधा और कृष्ण में कोई फर्क नहीं दिख रहा है, क्योंकि राधा रानी एंड ऑल द गोपीज they thought we also go with Krishna and Balram. So they go to jungle for grazing the cows. So this is the day of Gopashtami. So on the Gopashtami day, what do they do in India? Is they worship cows on this particular day. ऐसे तो रोज ही पूजा करते हैं गौ माता की, लेकिन आज के दिन स्पेशल पूजा होती है. Today they worship cows. Who can tell me why do worship cows? Why do we worship cows in India, in Bharat Varsha? Here they kill the cows, right? In the Western world, they call beef. But we worship cow in our culture. Why do we worship cow? Who can help me? Lord? Very dear to Krishna. Very nice. Yes. और कौन बताए? Very nice. Cow is like mother. Absolutely correct. Cow is our mother. It's called Gau Mata. Why cow is our mother? What is that?
It can sense our feelings easily.
It can sense our feeling easily. Yes. What did you say about cow is our mother? Cow gives us milk. Right. After the mother's milk, it is the cow's milk which feeds us. So that is why cow is our mother, Gau Mata. So we worship the cow. In Vedic culture, we worship so many things. We worship cows. We worship plant called as Tulsi plant. Why do we worship Tulsi? Why do we worship Tulsi? रोज तुलसी आरती हम करते हैं सुबह. क्यों तुलसी की पूजा क्यों करते हैं? बताइए. कौन बताएगा? We worship cows. We worship Tulsi. कौन बताएगा? We worship Tulsi because Tulsi is a very dear devotee of Lord Krishna. Tulsi got married to Shaligram. Next week we are celebrating Tulsi Shaligram Tilak Vivaha. Next Sunday. आप लोग सब जरूर चाहिए. So Tulsi is very dear to Krishna. In her previous life, she was a great devotee of Lord Krishna. Her name was Tulsi. का पिछले जन्म में नाम क्या था? What is the name of Tulsi in her previous life before she became a plant? Her name was Vrinda. Vrinda was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. She did a lot of tapasya. And then she got a blessing. So we'll talk about it next week. So bhakti process is very simple thing. What we were talking about? Susukham kartum avyayam. Sushvarnitai ki Sitaram Lakshmana ki Radha Vedavatsal ki Jagannath ki Baldev ki Mata Giriraj Shiva Prabhupada. So we were talking about bhakti susukham, very blissful. Why? क्योंकि भक्ति में क्या करना है? What do we in bhakti? We sing, bhajan, kirtan, we take darshan, we take nice prasadam. It's no hard work, right? Bhakti is hard work. It's very blissful actually, right? If you do bhakti every day, I guarantee you, you will have no shortage of food. People will come and give you food. You will say, okay, take bhakti karta hai, isko thoda fruits. Don't worry about it. Everything will come to you. I'm telling you from the experience. You don't have to worry about. Once you start doing bhakti, Krishna will supply everything. Things will flow to you. Narada, in his one time walking by, and he saw a hunter. His name was Ratnakar. And Ratnakar was hunting the animals. So Narada is saying, why are you hunting the animals? I want to feed my family. Ratnakar said, oh, don't worry about it. If you stop killing and start chanting Ram Nam, the things will come to you. He did not believe it. It's okay, I must give it a try. So he stopped hunting and said, but I can't chant Ram Ram. Okay, chant Mara Mara. So Mara 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 Mara. And Ratnakar sitting under the tree. And everybody passing by see that Ratnakar is chanting Ram Ram. The one who was killing everybody now has become a devotee. Everybody is so happy, giving him fruits, vegetables. All the groceries supplied by everybody. So then Ratnakar became the Valmiki Rishi. So if you chant Krishna's name, if you become really a good devotee, the things will flow to you. Don't worry about it. That is the process of bhakti. So bhakti is susukham. Susukham means अगर आप भक्ति करेंगे भगवान कृष्ण की तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आने वाला है. लेकिन लोग भक्ति क्यों नहीं करते हैं? तो भगवान कहते हैं यहाँ पे अश्रद्धा धाना पुरुषा धर्मस्य परंतप अप्राप्य माम निवर्तन्ते मृत्यु संसार वर्तमान. People do not have Shraddha, Ashraddha Dhana. What is what Krishna saying? अश्रद्धधाना पुरुषा धर्मस्य परंतपः अप्राप्य माम निवर्तन्ते संसार वर्तमान. So those who have no faith in Krishna, they will never come to Krishna. They will never worship, and then they can't do bhakti. And if they can't do bhakti, then mrityu samsara. What is the mrityu samsara? पुनरपि जन्म पुनरपि जन्म. भगवान कहते हैं, can you read loud Krishna for me?
Those who are not faithful in this devotional service cannot attain me, or conqueror of enemies. Therefore, they return to the path of birth and death in this material world.
So what Krishna is saying, that those who do not have faith. So faith is the most important part of bhakti. If you do not have faith in Krishna, then you will come back again. You see, the whole world runs on. When you go to the plane, when you go to India, you fly in a plane, right? And you have never seen the pilot of the plane. Is it right? You don't know the name of the pilot, but you pay him $3,000 and your whole life. Why do you do that? Because you have faith that everybody goes to India every day. I have a faith that my flight will reach to India. Right? When you go to a doctor and he does the operation of your heart, you have a faith in the doctor that he won't kill you. Otherwise, you will not go to the doctor, right? When you go to the restaurant and order the food, you have a faith that the chef hasn't put poison in the food. Is that right? When you go to the barber, you know that he's not going to kill you with the knife. So whole world revolves on. The children have faith on the parents, right? A customer has faith in the businessman. Everybody has faith, right? But only thing faith we don't have is Krishna. They say, okay, show me Krishna, Bhagavan kahan so then it will not work. Krishna says, Ashraddhadana Purusha. If you do not have faith that भगवान का नाम और भगवान में कोई फर्क नहीं है, अगर आपको श्रद्धा नहीं है तो ये काम नहीं करेगा. It will never work. जब आप भगवान के नाम का जप करते हैं, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम. शास्त्रों में कहा गया है कि भगवान का नाम और भगवान में कोई फर्क. There is no difference between Krishna and Krishna's name. It is mentioned in the scriptures. Srimad Bhagavatam says, Kale doshni de rajan astir ekam mahan guna kirtanadeva krishnasya mukta sangha param bhave. In this age of Kali Yuga, if you sincerely chant Krishna's name, then you will get liberation from all the calamities. But that will work only if you have 100% faith that Krishna's name, whatever is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, whatever is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita is 100% true. If you have this firm faith, then it will work. Bhakti is all about people with the faith. There are three levels of faith. There is lowest level, middle level, and the highest level of faith. So the lowest level of faith is called as Kanishta Adhikari. The beginners in the bhakti, they will come and they will pay respects to the deities. भगवान को प्रणाम करेंगे, लेकिन उनको बताएंगे भगवान का नाम स्मरण करो तो क्या कहेंगे? टाइम. क्या कहेंगे? टाइम. क्या कहेंगे? टाइम नहीं है. इसको क्या कहते हैं? फेथ ही नहीं है. तो क्या? Is that right? If you have a faith, then you say, oh my God, Krishna and Krishna's name is same. No matter what happens, I will chant Krishna's name. Right? So when you are on the lowest platform of bhakti, you will come and pay respect. But you have no time for namasmaran. Hare Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalau Nasti, Evam Gatir. In this age of Kali, There is no other way, no other way, no other way other than chanting Mahamantra. But we have no faith on scriptures, we have no faith on Vedas, we have no faith on Upanishads, we don't have faith on Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Satatam Kirtayantam Yatantasya Dhanaprata. Bhagavan कहते हैं Madmana Bhava Madbhakto Madhyajimam Namaskuru. भगवान क्या कहे सततम कीर्तयंतम माम. सततम माम, माम मीन्स मेरा, मेरा मीन्स कृष्ण. भगवान कहते सतत मेरा कीर्तन करो. अभी भगवान कह रहे हैं, लेकिन हमें क्या प्रॉब्लम है हमारा? Faith. We don't have faith in Krishna. So we say, what is that? We do not have time. कहेंगे कल करेंगे, कल करते करते काल आ जाता है. कल का काल हो जाता है. हमारे गुरु महाराज कह रहे थे कि अगर कल 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 करेंगे तो एक दिन काल आ जाएगा. काल यानी मृत्यु आ जाएगी. तो व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम इन अस? You don't have faith. And if you do not have faith, mrityu samsara vartamani, you will come back. तो दूसरे लेवल की जो है कनिष्ठ अधिकारी तो क्या है? आएंगे, भगवान की मूर्ति का दर्शन करेंगे, लेकिन नाम स्मरण नहीं करेंगे, कभी भी नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि फेथ ही नहीं. फिर दूसरे अधिकारी है मध्यम अधिकारी, जो भगवान की मूर्ति का भी पूजा करते हैं, नाम स्मरण भी करते हैं और कभी भी नाम स्मरण नहीं छोड़ेंगे, एक स्टेप आगे निकलेंगे. और तीसरे रोज भगवान की सेवा पूजा करेंगे, नाम स्मरण करेंगे और दूसरों को भी बताएंगे कि चलिए हम सब साथ में करते हैं. तो हमें देखना है हम कहाँ पर पहुंचे हैं, हमारा लेवल आकर जा रहा है और हमें आगे बढ़ना है फेथ में. विदाउट फेथ कृष्णा विल नेवर बी अचीव्ड. देन फर्दर कृष्णा सेज मया ततमिदं सर्वं जगतव्यक्तमूर्तिना मतस्थानि सर्वभूतानि न चाहं तेषु अस्तित्वम्. Avyakta. Avyakta means Lord Krishna is using the word here. You see? Can you see the browser? You can't see the browser. Let me use the pointer here. Okay. Can you see Avyakta word here? Jagat Avyakta Murtina. Avyakta means unmanifested form. Lord Krishna is saying that I am here in the unmanifested form around you, in the form of sun, moon, all the natural things which are seen, they are representation of. So Krishna is there in unmanifested form around us, but we just don't perceive Krishna. So Krishna is everywhere. Everything comes from Krishna, right? But Krishna is not dependent on them. Everything is dependent on Krishna, but Krishna is not dependent on. Like sun comes from Krishna, the moon comes from Krishna, all the living entities come from Krishna. So avyakta murti na. Mata sthani sarva bhutani, everything is resting on me. Mata mahama atma bhuta bhavana. So Krishna is saying, I am the source of everything is coming from Krishna. This is very confidential. Krishna is revealing to Arjuna, Mama atma bhuta bhavana, which means that whatever is you are seeing around you is coming from me. Me means Krishna. So Krishna is saying everything is coming from Krishna. So Krishna says further in 9th chapter 5th shloka, and yet everything that is created does not rest in you. Behold my mystic opulence. Although I am the maintainer of all living entities, and although I am everywhere, I am not part of this cosmic manifestation. For myself is very source of creation. So whatever you see around you, it comes from Krishna, but Krishna is beyond this. Krishna is declaring that in Bhagavad Gita. But the Krishna says, who can read? Dhaval, can you read loudly for me?
Understand that as the mighty being blowing everywhere, rest always in the sky, all created being rest in you.
How Krishna is giving an analogy how you can understand Krishna. You see, there is a sky and the wind. Okay. So wind is very powerful actually. Wind can move the clouds also, right? But wind is located within the atmosphere. Outside the earth globe, there is no wind. Outside the earth, there is no wind actually. And that is why all the planets are floating. Because the wind has no power outside the space. As the wind is very powerful, but is limited by the space, wind can't go beyond the space. Similarly, so many natural things are around us. They might be powerful, but they are within Krishna. They can't cross beyond Krishna. Understand that? So Krishna is saying everything resting upon Krishna. Further, Krishna says, Sarva Bhutani Kaunteya Prakrimyanti Mam Ekam. O son of Kunti, at the end of millennium, all the manifestations enter into my nature. So, all this creation, when it ends, there is one day everything is going to finish, right? It's called as pralaya. When everything ends, everything goes into Krishna. And then it comes back from Krishna. So Krishna is saying, the whole cosmic order is in me. Under my will, it is automatically manifested again and again. And under my will, it is annihilated. Everything comes from Krishna and goes back into Krishna. Krishna is the source of everything. Further, Krishna is saying that Nachamantani karmani nibandhanti dhananjaya udasina vada asinam asaktam teshu karmashu. Hey Arjuna, all this creation, I do it and I destroy everything also. But I am not bound by karmic reaction. Whatever you do, you are bound by reactions. But Krishna is not bound by. Krishna is beyond. Why? Because Krishna says, Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti. Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti. Suyate Sa Characharam. Hetunanena Kaunteya. Jagadavi Parivartate. So Maya Adhyaksha. Adhyaksha means one who is the president under his supervision. He says Maya Adhyaksha. Under my supervision, all this material manifestation is happening. So Krishna is the person. Hetu nanena kaunteya jagata viparivartate. So chara and achara, here the word is chara charam. So everything moving and non-moving, everything is coming and disappearing because of Krishna. Bhagavan कहते ना कि not a blade of grass can move without will of God. Is that right? That is the same thing. Sruyate sa chara achara. Everything happens because of Krishna. So Krishna is saying that everything which is manifested is under Krishna's direction. O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving things. And under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again. So Krishna is directing everything. Lord Krishna is saying this to Arjuna in 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Very confidential knowledge. आगे भगवान क्या कहते हैं? Now, after knowing all this, what you should do? आगे आपको मालूम हो गया कि भगवान कृष्ण से ही सब कुछ आ रहा है. Everything depends on Krishna. What should you do? You should have faith and worship. But still, some people will not worship. Why? So Krishna answers that in 11th shloka. Let's do that. You can repeat after me. Avajananti mamamudha. Manushim tanuvashritam. Avam bhavam ajananto. Mama bhuta maheshwaram. After knowing all this, in the 7th, 8th chapter, Lord Krishna explained a lot of his opulences. Now also he is revealing his opulences. But after knowing all this, some people are Buddha. Buddha means? Somebody says, what is that? Murkha, fool. Foolish people. So Lord Krishna is saying, foolish deride me when I descend in human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the Supreme Lord of all. So the people who are foolish, they will still not accept Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead. Not only God, the Supreme God. Krishna himself is declaring that I am the Supreme Personality. You see the word used here by Krishna? Let's do that. Param bhavam ajananto mam bhuta maheshwaram. Maha Ishvara. Is Ishvara is God, Maha Ishvara is Supreme God. So what is Lord Krishna saying? Avajananti mama mudha. The fools, when Krishna comes in the form of a human being, they will not think that Krishna is a person, God, Supreme Personality of God. They will think he is an ordinary person like you and me. And they will not worship Krishna. So, avajananti mama mudha. So if somebody is not worshipping Krishna, what is he called as? Mudha. We don't call fool. We use Sanskrit word, better word, right? Fool looks bad, right? What do you say? Don't say anybody. We don't want to criticize anybody. But Krishna is saying that after knowing all this, you see, you read Bhagavad Gita, you know everything. Krishna is saying everything coming from me. What should we do? Leave everything and surrender to. But we are Buddhas, right? What do we say? We have no time. So further Krishna says, if you really understand this, what should we do? So Lord Krishna is saying, you can repeat after me. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dranagata namastasya cha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasati. So once you understand this, what should you do? So Krishna is saying satatam. Satatam means always, continuously. Kirtayanta. Kirtayanta means chanting. Mama means Krishna. So satatam kirtayanta mam means, what is Krishna asking? Always chanting Krishna's name. What is Krishna's name? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Krishna is saying, if you understand this, if you are not Buddha, then forget about it. But if you are not Buddha, then what should you do? What you should do? Satatam kirtayatam. And then how? Yatantasya dhrada vrata. What is the word used? What is dhrada means? What is dhrada means? With determination. Vrata means vow. So with the determination you will take a vow that no matter what happens, I will never give Krishna's name up. कुछ भी हो जाए मैं भगवान का नाम स्मरण। देखिए जैसे हम बता रहे हैं 3 प्रकार के भक्त रहते हैं। पहले प्रकार का भक्त फर्स्ट कनिष्ठ अधिकारी। What is कनिष्ठ अधिकारी will do? What he will do? He will come. Hare Krishna जा रहा हूँ। Hare Krishna जा रहा हूँ। Come and go. Come and go. That is first level. That is not bad actually. It's better than not coming in. So I'm not criticizing it. But then the next level, you understand. What is that next level? Madhyam Adhikari? What is the difference between Kanishta Adhikari and Madhyam Adhikari? What is the difference?
The guys who is in Madhya Adhikari, they are chanting all the time.
Why they are chanting? Because?
Yes.
What is the faith?
Krishna is the Supreme.
What is the faith?
Krishna.
Very nice. Big round of applause to Prabhu. Can you explain everybody what did you just say?
Krishna and Krishna's name are same.
There is no difference between Krishna and Krishna's name. So you have a firm faith. So what will you do? Every day you will, without mistake, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. How many times? It says Satatam. Satatam means always. Then 108. Krishna didn't say 108. Did he say 108? Satyam Prabhu saying 108 here. 16 rounds लिखा है इधर नहीं लिखा क्या लिखा है Satatam Kirtayantam.
So please, yeah, one given
Magical number. So 108 is a special number. 108 are very special gopis of Lord Krishna. Actually, Krishna has millions of gopis who are serving Krishna and Radharani. But out of that, 8 Ashtasakis are prominent. Those Ashtasakis are served by 100 very dear gopis. And then there are millions of gopis. So this 108 is 108 dear gopis of Lord Krishna who are serving. So when you are chanting those on beats, where is the beats here? So when you chant Hare Krishna Mahamra on the beats, what you are doing exactly is that you are every time you are touching the feet of the dear devotees of Lord Krishna, right? So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama. So once you understand Krishna through this most confidential knowledge, then your faith in Krishna will go stronger, 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 stronger. And then what will you do? With a Dhrada Vrata, no matter what happens, I will not give up Krishna's name. Namastasya Mam Bhaktya. Namastasya. Namastasya means paying respect to Krishna. Mam Bhaktya. Nitya Yukta. Nitya means every time. Nitya Yukta. Upasate. Upasate means worship. So worship regularly to Krishna, pay respects to Krishna, and chant Krishna's name. Who can read this one? Prabhuji, can you read?
Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me. My devotees worship me with devotion.
So these are some of the qualities of Bhakta. Bhaktas are always chanting Krishna's name, doing their best, endeavoring, and with determination, always paying respects and perpetually engage in service for Krishna. And Krishna is saying, Pitahamasya jagato mata dhata pitamaha vedyam pavitram omkara rikasamam. Krishna is saying, I am the. He's revealing more of him. He's saying, I am the father of the universe, mother of the universe, I am the grandfather, whatever you say, I am. Krishna is declaring, I am the object of the knowledge. Vedyam pavitram omkara. Omkara is me, Krishna. When you say Om, what is that Om? Om is Krishna actually. And I am all the Vedas, Rig Veda, Sam Veda, Atharva Veda, Yajur Veda, all the Vedas coming from Krishna. So Lord Krishna is saying, further, Ananyasya Chintayanto Mam Ye Jana Parampashate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. So Lord Krishna is saying now is the result of bhakti. That if you have faith in Krishna, if you are always chanting Krishna's name, Krishna is saying, Ananya Chintayanto Mam. If you Ananya Bhav se Bhagavan ki bhakti karenge, so Krishna is saying, Ye Jana Parupashate, whosoever, Tesham Nitya Vyuktanam, always worshipping, always doing my seva. Yoga Kshemam Vahamya. Vahamya means carry. Krishna is saying that Yoga Kshemam Vahamya Aham. Aham means me. I will personally carry whatever you need. Don't worry about it. Krishna, I will be the one who will deliver you everything, whatever you need. So Krishna is saying that those who wants to read? Prabhuji, you want to read loudly?
Those who always worship me with absolute devotion,
Meditating
of my transcendental from to them.
to them
Okay, I carry that they
what they lack and I preserve what they have. So भगवान यहाँ पे promise दे रहे हैं. What is Krishna saying boldly? Yoga kshemam vahamyaham. If you sincerely worship, you have firm faith, if you chant Krishna's name sincerely, Krishna will personally deliver you what you lack, and Krishna will preserve what you. Now it is up to you to decide whether you have a faith or Krishna has given his word. Now the ball is in your court. It is up to us whether we want to think that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, or Krishna is an ordinary person, or Krishna is one of the devatas. कुछ लोग ऐसा भी समझते हैं, है ना? Some people say Krishna is one of the devatas. But Krishna himself has declared that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One last shloka and then we'll pause here. ये अपि अन्य देवता भक्त यजन्ते श्रद्धान्विता ते अपि मामेव कौन्तेय यजन्ति अविधिपूर्वकम्. भगवान यहाँ पे क्लियरली कह रहे हैं. व्हाट इज दिस कृष्ण सेइंग? ये अपि अन्य देवता भक्त. व्हाट इज अन्य देवता? अदर देन कृष्ण. ये अपि अन्य देवता भक्त यजन्ते श्रद्धा अन्विता ते अपि माम एव कौन्तेय यजन्ति अविधि. अविधि means improper. There's a vidhi and avidhi. So Krishna is saying that if somebody is worshipping other Devi Devatas, what are other Devi Devatas? All the demigods, 33 crore. Krishna is saying they are actually worshipping me. Even though you are worshipping other Devi Devata, actually you are worshipping Krishna, because all the Devi Devatas come from Brahma. And Brahma comes from Krishna. You understand? So Krishna is saying that even though you are worshipping all other Devi Devata, but in the wrong way. It is called Avidhi Purvaka. Who wants to read this for me? Who wants to read? Who came the last? Who was the last person who entered here? Okay, you can read this for me. Yes, read this on the screen. Can you see it? Our fonts are small. That's why you should come early. What do you think? Read it. Those who
are devotees of other gods and who worship and they actually worship only.
What is Krishna saying? Those who are devotees of other gods, Devata, Anya Devata, who worship them with faith. Actually, they are worshipping Krishna only, but they are doing it in a wrong way because everything is coming from Krishna. So instead of going the other way around, why don't you go directly to Krishna? It will take very long time if you don't that. So there is a direct route here coming to Krishna, right? So Krishna, it is not I am saying this. Who is saying this? Krishna. So then further Lord Krishna is saying that I am the only enjoyer, master of all sacrifices. And anyway, so here in this chapter, Lord Krishna further explains about the process of bhakti, how to do Krishna bhakti. So Krishna very clearly explains in the next part of the chapter that bhakti is a very simple process. You don't have to do anything else. Krishna bhakti is not very difficult. What do you have to do? So Lord Krishna says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yove bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti ubharatam asnani prayatatmana. So you offer Krishna patra, pushpa, phala and toya. What is that? Leaf, flower, fruit and water. Any poor man can do it. You don't have to have money to do bhakti because you can offer water to Krishna. You need money to offer water to Krishna. Anybody can do it, right? So Krishna is saying bhakti is a very simple process. And then what is the next step Krishna is saying? Yad karoshi yad asnasi yad jihosi tadati yad tapasyasi kanteya tad kurushva madarpanam. Hare Krishna, welcome. Who came the last? Darshan. Now you are going to read on the screen. What is Krishna saying here?
Sure. Whatever you do.
1 second. Okay, go. Go ahead.
Whatever you do, whatever you offer
give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that.
Next line.
O son of
O son of Kunti.
O son of Kunti is an offering to thee.
Yad karoshi yad asnasi yad jujosi dadasi yad tapasyasi kaunteya tad kurushva mada arpanam. Mada arpanam means me, arpanam means offering. So Krishna is saying bhakti is a very simple process. How do you do? Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, whatever austerities you perform, do that by remembering. So see, you are cooking at home, then how do you remember Krishna? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. You are sweeping, you are cleaning the floor, what do you do? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Whatever you give away, you give some donation, dan dakshina. If you donate something, chant the mantra. Without mantra, the donation will not come. So you chant the mantra. What do you do? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Whatever the austerities you do, suppose you do Ekadashi Vrata. How many of you do Ekadashi? So when you do Ekadashi, what do you do? This is not just about fasting from the grains and eating sabudana khichdi or sabudana vada or some special sweet items. You do nothing about that. So remembering Krishna, whatever the austerities you do, remember Krishna. How do you do on that day, particular day? Chant extra rounds of Krishna. How do you do? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So bhakti is a very simple. Any poor man can do it. Bhakti doesn't need money. It is very simple. You don't have to do anything. So Lord Krishna says that in this way you will be freed from bondage to work and its auspicious and inauspicious results. With your mind fixed on me in this principle of renunciation, you will be liberated and will come true. So if you do this bhakti process, the way is up. There is no downfall. Right? And further, Lord Krishna says, I envy no one, nor I am partial to anyone. I am equal to all. But there is always but. Krishna says, I am impartial, but I am partial also. Whoever renders service to me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am always a friend to. So Krishna says, I am impartial but partial. He says, I am impartial, I am equal to everybody, but my devotee I am very special. I will leave everything and run for. So this is the last shloka. This is a very important shloka of the whole Bhagavad Gita actually. Let's do it together. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namasturu mamaiva shashi yuktem atmanam matapaya. Krishna is saying, engage your mind always in thinking of me. Become my devotee. Offer obeisances to me means Krishna. And worship Krishna. Being completely absorbed in Krishna. Surely you will come to Krishna. It's very nice look of this. Is that your mind, Krishna wants your mind. Krishna doesn't need your money. He wants your attention, he needs your mind. So Krishna says, engage your mind thinking about Krishna. Pay respect to Krishna. Remember Krishna. Always chant Krishna's name. So if you always engage our mind, we will go to always engage our mind in Krishna, then we will go to Krishna. If you engage your mind in something else, you will go to something else. Whatever you want to think, right? Hare Krishna, thank you so much. This ends the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So today we completed which is called as the Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam, Pavitram, Idamuttamam, Pratyaksha, Avagarbam Dharmyam, Susukham Kartum, Avyayam. So this is the most confidential chapter of Bhagavad Gita we today finished. So every week we will cover one chapter because Gita Jayanti is coming soon. Next month is Gita Jayanti. So by the Gita Jayanti we want to finish at least important chapters of Bhagavad Gita. So every Sunday what we are going to do? One chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Next Sunday you please come again. Actually next Sunday is important. We are also celebrating Tulsi Viva. So we'll talk about that later. Let's do the Aarti ceremony. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki.